Okay. All right. All right. Just put a message in the comment section if you are able to, if the studio part is visible to you guys. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks. Thanks for that. All right. Okay, now this has been a long due since I last said to you guys that I'll be, going to make a walkthrough video on YouTube library. The last time we had an issue while you're doing the live session, I was not able to show you this and how to get into audio library and everything. So I'm just going to give you all an idea of how to go to your YouTube audio library, and you can go ahead and watch. Oh, thanks Rajendra for coming by. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, since most of this particular video will be helpful to fellow YouTubers, so you guys already know how to log in into your YouTube on your laptop or desktop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go on to the right hand top corner where there is an icon. This is a different account of mine, just for demo purposes I created it. So now if we click on the right hand corner, right hand top icon, there you find YouTube Studio. If I click on YouTube Studio, there you will be finding a lot of options on the left hand side corner, like dashboard, content is where it will be displaying all the videos that we have been uploading from our account. But since this is another account, it's not my the main account, so there are no videos here. Then there are playlist, analytics, comments, then there is subtitles, then there is a section as copyright, and then there is monetization, and below that we have two more sections like customization and audio library. So we are going to leave the all other part for maybe another video. We can discuss on those things. Now for now we are going to the last name or the reference, which is audio library. If I'm going to go there and click on it. Okay, so once we go and click there, we are going to come to the audio library part, and I hope you guys are able to see what's on my screen. That is, I'm into the audio library section of my YT Studio. Okay, so now here we find three different columns here. One is free music, one is sound effects, and there is a last column or the last section which is starred. Now I'm going to brief you about each of these columns. Now first, audio library is a facility which has been provided by YT or YouTube, especially for its creators, in order to help them enhance whatever videos they have been providing, or they have been producing. Earlier they had some difficulties in providing a quality content with good quality music, and they had to go here and there to download, and were finding it very difficult to get a copyright free songs or free music to include in their our YouTube videos. So because music plays a very important role in any kind of videos that we usually yes, thank you, yes, you're able to see. Thanks Rajendra. So usually what happens is we guys usually YouTubers or any kind of creative platforms, any kind of expressing things through a visual media, we always require the it's a blend of visuals and music or background music, which usually helps for giving a better experience to the user or to the audience or to the viewer. So that's the main reason, that's the main motto of any creator who like to include music in it. So since they were finding it very difficult, YouTube included audio library as well, so that we'll be able to find different kind of songs, different genres, different moods, and we the most suitable song we can include that in our YouTube videos while editing. What we just need to download the song from audio library, and then while editing we just need to place that in the audio track. So that's what a quick brief about why the audio library has been created, so that it can help the creators, YouTube creators. Now this is a free music section where you can find a lot of track titles, genres, moods, artists, duration, license type added. So I'll be just briefing you about each and every column, so that you guys will be able to know what exactly these things are. Now if you go to the if you see look at the first column, which is the track title. Track title is nothing but, like the name itself suggests, it's more about the name of the song or the music, that audio that's going to be that we would like to listen and see if it fits into uh, what we want exactly. So that's the first part, is the title track. And if I click on it, see, once I clicked on that, there is a arrow mark that has come up, which was not earlier. Like for the rest of the columns you don't find any kind of arrow marks. It was this arrow came up after I clicked on track title. Now what this suggests is whenever you want the track titles in alphabetical order, either in ascending order or descending order. So now it's in descending order, sorry, ascending order. So you will be able to see first some names which starting with a different kind of formats, like one starting with an open bracket, and then you have find some songs starting with numbers, and then finally after, okay, we have a lot of songs with numbers. So they will be going on like this. Just if you want, I'll just try to show you if they're starting from alphabetical order. Yeah, and now you can see in the second first page was full of audio tracks with at the starting, and then you find a lot of A, and then there will be B, and there will be C. So it will be continuing in that format. So if you want the track titles alphabetically or arranged, then you just need to click on the track title here. If you want it from the lower part, or from the last to the beginning, you just need to click again on that, and it will take you from the last part. Like you can see here, there is it starts from Z, Zoom, Zombie, Rock. These are the track titles which it got started once we clicked here. So that's what this part does here once we click on that. Now, audible to you guys? Is it clear, or any issues? Let me know in the comments if you're able to hear me. If you're able to hear me, just let me know in the comments. So that I can go ahead and continue with what I'm trying to explain. Okay, all right. Thanks for confirmation, Uday. Then now what I'm going to do is since I have already covered a track title. Once we click on it, what happens? It will only arrange in alphabetical orders. Now let's quickly move to the next column, which is genre. Now genre, you will not be able to click on the genre part for an alphabetical order once again, but instead what you find below beneath it, well, just give me a minute. I'm just going to show you how this is going to work. Okay, so the genre part. Now, this is a column in which you will be able to find the genres to which this particular uh, song belongs to, or the title track that we have been seeing. You will be able to see that this particular song belongs to which particular genre. The genre part helps us, especially when we are trying to find out if that particular particular video or not. So that helps very much because they have already categorized into a different kind of genres. If it fits into hip hop, for example, that's what I can see here. And then there is children's, there is here holiday and dance and electronic, country, folk, and etc., jazz, classical, and everything. So what we have to do is, since the earlier part was track title, we have to click on the heading part. Now in this particular case, it's not on the heading part where I have you put my cursor there. We need to we'll not be able to find any kind of option to click on genre here on the heading, but we will be getting some kind of drop down next to the genres in from the first row itself. So on that you can see, once I put my cursor there, there is an option saying as filtered by this genre. So what we need to do is, if we click on that, what happens is it quickly finds it that we particular genre, it will be filtering down to that particular genre, like children's. Now I clicked on children, so all tracks from children have been filtered and they have come out here in this in a row. So now we have, earlier we were finding different kind of genres all together once we opened the audio library. Now this is specific. Once we clicked on the genre children's, now all the songs belong to which belong to children have lined up one by one in a queue. So this helps a lot for YouTubers. For example, in this for example, this is a children's genre, so mostly some YouTube channels which belong to mostly kids, they will be you able to use this. Or maybe if we are in it's there is a particular video which we would like to make only for children, or if there is particular scene which we want to emphasize more for children, we can definitely use the tracks from this particular genre. Now I'm not going to play any of this as of now, because I just want to first explain these things, which is what, which column is what, so that we'll be able to finish this first part, and then maybe we can move to maybe one or two songs, so that we'll be able to see what kind of songs are there exactly. Okay, so I will go to the next. I think this is just the briefing part. I'm still did not touch how many genres are there in it. I'm just going to click on this cross mark. I'm going to first call. I'm trying to cover first the columns individually. After once I'll brief you. Once I'm completed the briefing part about each column, maybe I'll then shift to the genres, genre wise. Okay, now let's go to the next column, which is mood. Now, similar to genre, there is one more category in which YouTube would like to, gives us the facility to filter by mood also. So there is the title itself is suggestive that it's about the mood in which it is. So you can just click on one of the track. It's not that the first row you need to click. You can click on any of the tracks mood column. If you go, for example, this is the third or fourth track. I can see this is inspirational, and now if I click on, if I just go move my cursor there, it gives us the option is saying as filter by this mood. If I click on that, what happens is now all the tracks will be those of inspirational mood. So all these tracks which belong to the mood inspirational will be now coming in a queue, in a line. So now there is one more particular. It's, if you see that its mood is inspirational, okay, yeah, you get that. But if you go again to the, if you see in the left hand column, the genres are different, right? So there is a lot difference in selecting the mood or in selecting the genre. So if you select the mood, all the order will be only of that particular mood which you have selected, but genre will be uh, random. They might be belonging to a different genre, but they all come under one particular mood on which we have selected here. And the next part what I would like to okay, this is just the briefing part about the mood part. I will go in detail later in the video. I'm just trying to first cover the all the columns first. So first was the track titles or the audio or the song name, and then the next is the genre. The next column is mood. Then there is the column known as artist. Now, artist is more like the person or the artist who has created that particular music, which is an audio library available for YouTube creators to use in their videos. So now here, if you see, there is a lot of uh, space for different kind of music creators. They can help artists. It's more like an artist helping artists. If you use their songs, it will be helpful for you. And they if YouTube is willing to buy, or I think most of these songs have been bought by YouTube, or they have been given some particular assistance in providing YouTube with their songs for free. And that's the most important part. All these songs are copyright free songs, so you can use in any of your videos entirely for free without any payments. Like most of the websites, what they do is they do provide music for your videos. There are a few of the websites which do provide copyright free, but most of them provide you royalty free music. Now there's a difference between copyright free music and the royalty free music. Now royalty free music is something which is more like you need to donate or you need to buy for one time from the music creator or the artist, who will provide you with the rights to use the song for entire lifetime. That's what basically royalty free means. So it's not copyright free. So royalty free, you need to buy at least one time from the artist, at least. So it's a one-time buy, but you need to buy that to get that royalty free music from those artists. The royalty free, I think, again, there are some categories in that, but this is basically what it means. But and that's different from copyright free. Copyright free is entirely free from the first step itself, so no need to buy anything. You can just download the song or use the song in any of your videos on YouTube. That's what YouTube is providing in YouTube audio library. So now that's what about the difference between copyright free and royalty free is all about. Now the next part is, if you go and see here, it's the column. The next column which is after mood is artist. So now artist, if again it has the same, if I click on that particular filter, it shows a filter by artist. Once we click on that, it now filters again to jingle punks. Now there's one interesting fact here. If you see the row just above the titles, I hope you're able to see my cursor. If you see, there is a heading, the heading row. Just above the heading row, there is one particular blank field, and what this particular field or this particular row on a filter, it will be adding that particular filter there. So first we clicked on mood and we did not remove that, so that was inspirational. So inspirational tracks were there, and in inspirational tracks, now what we were discussing was about the artist. And once we clicked on the filter for artist, it gave, the first one was jingle punks, so artist was jingle punks. Once we clicked on that, all the tracks are of jingle punks, but at the same time they all belong to one particular mood and they're inspirational. So first filter was still there, so the row, which is the filter row, is has still stuck to inspirational, and in that the artist is jingle punks. Now if I remove this, it's only the artist jingle punks we are able to see. I'm not sure if jingle punks were created for other genres and moods as well. Okay, yeah, I see here. Yep, he did create for other moods and genres as well. So currently we are in this column, artist column, and we have filtered to jingle punks, and we can see all the by jingle which are available by jingle punks which are available in audio library. And that's basically what the artist column is all about. We can discuss it further, what each and every artist is all about. Remove this, and now the filter is gone. Again, everything is normal. Now the next part is the duration part. Now this also plays a very important role while selecting mostly what happens is different kind of different kind of creators, YouTube creators, you have a different kind of duration for their videos. It's not like that every YouTuber or every YouTube creator has to make a video of 3 minutes or 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes, or YouTube has never set any limitations to the video duration that we need to make. It can be of any duration, as long as I know the video durations can be as good as maybe 14, some 12 to 13, 14 hours as well, a few of the videos. So those are the longest videos, but in general most YouTubers, or what the YouTube I know is mostly of some 5 minutes. That's what the average is, but there are some times when the shorter videos also do trend on YouTube. So whenever there is a trend, what happens is the remaining YouTubers also will be starting to create different kind of videos with the same duration or the length of their videos. So now if you go and see here the duration part, and now here we do not find the filter on the from the first row. Instead, we find the filter on the duration itself. If I click on duration, again we can now find an arrow. Now this arrow is showing us, once we clicked on it, it is showing the tracks from the least number, the just 2 seconds. The first one is Cartoon Sting, that's what the title track is, and it's just for 2 seconds. So it's duration. Once you click on that, it is showing us from right from the smallest of the available track on YouTube library. And mind you, I just wanted to inform you one more thing. YouTube has thousands and thousands of songs in its YouTube libraries. So if you're finding it difficult to, for your YouTube videos, to where to find tracks or something like that, so just don't worry. You just need to go to your YT Studio. That's it, because there are hundreds and thousands of songs which can be utilized for any of your videos for free. That's what the benefit that YouTube has given, and it is very, very helpful for all of our videos to provide a better quality of viewers. Now if you see here, you also have some okay, I'll click on this. Once I click on the duration, once again, now there is the down arrow. The earlier was the up arrow, now there's the down arrow. So now what down arrow does is it filters down all the tracks in a line or in a queue from the longest song available on YouTube platform in audio library to the shortest video, shortest track. Now once I clicked on it, I can see here 32 minutes and 42 seconds is the song by Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod has provided many wonderful soundtracks for YouTube audio library, and I think we should use them properly. If we're able to use, I would, if you ask me to suggest any particular artist wise in from audio library, I think Kevin MacLeod is one particular artist which we will, or we can use in most of our videos, and he's created for multiple genres as well, so that's an advantage. So if at all, if you're now a YouTube different kind of videos and you want to use YouTube audio library to the fullest, I would suggest one particular artist would be Kevin MacLeod. I'm sorry, and it's not MacLeod, it's MacLeod. And now if you see the first, now once I clicked on the duration, the down arrows come up, so now it's showing us from the longest duration soundtrack to the it will be to the least due of the duration, which was earlier, which we have seen, it was for 2 seconds. So the longest one which I can see here is 32 minutes and 42 seconds, and it will go on, it will go down, and it will come down to we can see the first page around 9 minutes, and then it will go down further. And now this is all about the duration part. Now if I go to the next column after duration, it's the license type. Explains the details you might want to know about using the audio track. Now this column earlier, I believe there was no license type column, that's what I believe, but as YouTube is enhancing its audio library as well as other features on its YouTube videos as well as the YouTube studio, we started finding this one more column, which is the license type. I'm not sure if it was earlier there, I don't think so. I have seen that. So license type, what license type does is it will show you two types. One is CC and the other is direct the YouTube icon. Now those are the only two license types which are available on a YT library or YouTube library. Now if you would go and put your cursor on CC. Now that it says Creative Commons Attributions 4.0. You are free to use this audio track in any of your videos, including videos that you monetize. However, you must include attribution information in your video description. That's what the license type CC is all about. So we can use this audio track in any of our videos on the YouTube platform, and we can monetize them to there is no issue in using these soundtracks without any kind of payment or any kind of issues. But we need to include the attribution information of that particular song or the track, so that it's more like giving credits to the person who has created the song. So if you ask me, it should always be done, I think, the proper to the people who okay. Okay, so that's where you need to click on a copy, and once that gets copied, you need to just copy part. Now YouTube also says something beneath that. It's YouTube may also credit the artist and link the audio library from your video. Please note that the licenses also apply if you use this audio track in videos outside of YouTube. So within YouTube it's completely fine, and we will be able to use it without any issues. But if use the audio track in videos outside of YouTube, and the license attribution requirements. So that's what it's all about. The CC part in the license type is all about. The next is the YouTube icon that's in the license type. Now if I move my cursor there, there is a window, small